Welcome back. It's Rosa Hart, and we're listening to boring information about the witch going on, which I don't really care about right now. It's like, we already know about the witch, blah 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 blah. Rod, I don't care. Right back. Rod's expression softens. You and Ems have grown closer, and I have seen that you are not like your mother. She spoke fondly of you, and I can tell that she really enjoys your company. That's why, even if I do not plan on breaking my curse, I will still do what I can to break yours. It's the least I can do as your partner. This is the first time he's ever been nice to me. Why are you staring at me like this? I'm only doing this because you're important to my sister. Rod turns, his face beet red. Liar. Rod reaches up and pinches Sebastian's face. Ow! Compliment him. Who would have thought that you were actually capable of being nice? What? Was that supposed to be a compliment? Yes, you're always so grumpy. I don't even think I'd seen a genuine smile on your face before. I can say the same to you, for you. Birds of a feather flock together then. Rod stares at me dumbfounded. I cannot help but smile a little at his expression. Do you really dislike the fact that we are so similar? Rod is still staring at me wide-eyed. You just smiled. I did not. Rod thinks your smile is pretty. I do not. You two really are the same. I take a deep breath to calm my end beating of my heart. Anyways, I still want to help you with your curse. Why do you refuse to break it? Rod stares down at his feet. It's fresh and metal, but I cannot. Rod stops and shakes his head. He says nothing else, and I do not prop him anymore. We walk back through the car back to our room, saying our goodbyes. I wonder what Rod was going to say. I had a dream with Mother, and it's just about a maid giving her a present. Mother is creepy. And the music does not help. I agree with this music. Mother is so creepy. I don't care. Emily's having another lesson. Nothing needed. Nothing important, really. Just more ball things. And her dropping books. Rose, I've been meaning to say this before, but I am grateful that you are friends with my daughter. I look at Autumn's face with surprise. I never agreed to be her friends. You are not against the princess making friends with her servants? Why would I be? I actually wish more of the staff here wouldn't be so uptight, since I love for Ems to be good terms with the people who saved her. Besides, social status is never to friendship. Shifts her gaze back to Ems, who was picking up books. Once again, it fell off her head. No matter your occasion or status, a friend is always a friend. You give Ems the courage she needs to face the many challenges she has ahead of her. In a way, it's like family, since you're always around us, like family. Come what may, both families and friends are there for you and will accept you for who you are. Even before I was cursed, Ems always tried to be my friend. That means she knew all along who my mother was and still wanted to become friends. The thought made me remember what Peripheral told me about my mother, threatening to kill Arun if the king did not marry her. I turned on curious. Your Majesty, may I ask about the latest queen? I don't care about this information. Just about asking the dark place and pretty much fear her mother and everything. And they have her knowing that she has no reason to lie to her. Thank you for telling me this. It's a bit dim topic, but I'm happy to have helped. If you need anything else, please don't hesitate to call on me. I know it may not be termed pawn for a queen, but I do not consider myself a typical queen. I try my best to listen to everyone here's regards of what their title or name might be. I can only nod at her response. Princess or maid, the way Arn was treating me never changed. I never saw it before. I always was so distant from everyone, but I see now Arn treats everyone with kindness, regardless of social status. And she's just wondering things. After lessons, I hate him. He's so annoying. He mentioned princess. I turned to stare after him, but he's already turned the corner. He mentioned princess. My blood becomes cold. What just slip of the tongue? But how else could he know I'm princess? No, somehow that does not seem right. But if he does not have the fairy tale curse, could he be the witch the Lord warned me about? What reason would he have for unearning his own, unless he just wants to intend me farther? It occurs to me that fact and still remembers who I am. Does his father know about me? Now I'm even more cool. Who should I trust? Rose. I jump when I hear Rod call my name. His expression slowly turned with some that looked like worry. You're pale. Did something happen? So we tell him what happened, and Rod just sighs and says we can't blindly accuse people, which is correct. We've already read this part before, so it doesn't matter that much. Right. And we're going to claim we're a better dancer again. Yes. I'm sure a better dancer than you. Skull and face deepens. I almost smirked. Maybe he is reacting to show me. But Rod is always full of pride. He is more likely to show me if I pose a challenge. You don't even answer the question. And you're entering my dance. The others may have forgotten, but you still remember, don't you? I am a princess. I was taught by the king's best instructions. I said the words with pride and noticed Rod's lips twitch in response. It actually makes me feel accomplished to get under Rod's skin when he's usually the one getting under mine. Having the best instruction doesn't automatically make you the best dancer. I'm pretty confident with my own skills. Say what you want, but I will refuse to believe you with any proof, and I still that I am a better dancer than you are. Rod steps forward, pulls me suddenly in his arms, taking me by surprise. He looked clearly determined. Fine, then I'll show you your proof, and I'll make you swallow your words. With these dance, we shall see. Rod starts leading the dance. He glimpses us into the running rhythm of a waltz. Even without music, I am able to count the steps in my head and follow his lead. This is different from the short dance we had with Ems. Rod's moves are graceful. His touch is gentle and leads me on whirling twirls. When I come face to him, I notice the gentle way he stared at me. The usual hearts of expression is gone, mellowed into something relaxing. I find myself staring back, looking into his eyes. Perhaps Rod does have some gentleman to him. Our gaze does not break as he twirls me. You have beautiful eyes. Rod's eyes went wide as soon as mine. Then he lets go of my hands and steps back. I can only stare at his warm face. It wasn't me this time. That was more just a thought, I swear. Rod says nothing, though his cheeks continue to dark with embarrassment. Oh my. Rod and I turn to M, who's hovering by the door. Excuse me. We don't really care about this. Yeah, I think it should be fine. Fast forward. So, we don't tell him. What trouble have you got into now? So we just fought with things to people from bothering us. Apparently we do not tell him. It is nothing. If you refuse to tell me what happened, then I will have to assume that the nobles were telling the truth about you. Rose has done nothing wrong. In fact, I think Rose only did what you or Ems would have done had you heard the awful things those women were saying about your mother. What? She stood up for the queen when she did not have to. That's why you didn't Then why didn't you just say so? Would you have believed me? Rod dropped his gaze from mine. You never give me a chance to believe you, did you? He would have believed me? How am I supposed to know that? Rod is like a walking constant. Rod glanced up again, this time to look at Victoria. We shouldn't keep you from returning home, Victoria. I take Rose back to the palace. Her eyes narrow as she looks ready to say something, but Rod had already reached for my hand, pulling me along with him. When we were sight of Victoria's room, Rob stopped and relented my hand to face me. Did you really think I would refuse to believe you if you told me the truth? You never liked me. You have no reason to believe me. Rod sighed, running a hand through his hair. I told you that I would help you break your curse, right? That often alone should be enough for you to know what I... Rod turns away, suddenly looks embarrassed. That I don't dislike you anymore. You are expressing me to just assume that. How would I know unless you made that absolutely clear? Well, I'm making it clear now. I understand. Anyways, thank you for standing up for my mother. It seems like you don't regard my sisters in breaking hers after all. He glanced to my necklace. Congratulations on your second good deed, Rose. Sudden tongue twist, I found myself looking everywhere but at Rod. When I once glanced at my Siri, I turned to the road. My eyes narrowed as I realized the path we were on. This is not the way back to the palace. We're just going to Mythal's. So we just explained the situation, which we've done before. Tell him off for his behavior. The words sped out of my mouth before I could even think on them. What have I done now to make you angry with me? Nothing. He turns away and I glare at and I follow him closely behind him. You expect me to believe that? You can at least look at me when I'm talking to you. I reach out at his hand to his elbows and pull him back so he is facing me. Rod. But the words die in my throat when I see the expression on his face. His face is red, and he refused to look me in the eyes. My surprise caught me to release him, where I quickly turned around before walking away. I am left there stunned after him. What is wrong with him? Normally he is not afraid to speak his mind. I frowned as I felt a dumb aching thrum somewhere deep in my chest. What is this? Why do I feel sad? Normally Rod's distance does not make me feel anything like this. And yet, I am really so sad that he does not want to speak with me. I shook my head in deep breath to still my mind. It's better not to think about it. We're at chapter 8. What will happen? And so far we've got everything correct. Peace, guys.